Dice Dragon. Just use the code, get 10% off your first order. Shop today. New adventurers will get some things like a sticker pack with 3 stickers, free downloadable PDF adventure, a free mystery dice set. It's so sick. Hold on to your skull, cause it might split. SkullSplitterDice.com. Hurry now, bring some new dice home. SkullSplitterDice.com. Hurry now, bring some new dice home.
Or you just need a little bit of a refresher as to what's going on in our campaigns, you can find that information over on our fandom wiki. There you'll find info about our PCs, our NPCs, and write-ups of all of our past episodes. But if reading isn't really your thing, you can also find arcs of our campaigns summarized in neat little 10-minute videos over on our YouTube, where you can also catch all of our past broadcasts. Thanks so much for watching, and welcome in! Ding!
Oh, it came in right on the burp. They can see
Oh,
and hear you.
no,
That was
guys.
spectacular.
Your counting needs some work if they heard that burp. Hey, everybody, welcome to our Friday show for Off the Rails. It's something you should be used to by now, my burps and all that. Before we get into our delightful show, which will be a little shorter today, we're going to go 2 hours, so no break, but we have a little bit of an announcement, a little bit of change to hopefully make up for that. So, Josh, why don't you take it away?
That's right. Speaking of short, because I play a dwarf. See, get
You
it?
calling me short?
It's me. No. You're right. I'm sorry. I brought that up. Guys, our schedule. Oh my God! I was just telling them how great I am, and now I'm coughing. We have our Irith Engraved campaign tomorrow. It's going to be episode number 2. If you caught session number 1, it was a doozy, and we've got more tomorrow. There's actually train shenanigans right now. So come take a look, find out, learn what amazing character Sean is playing. He's phenomenal. Check us out.
Scarecrow.
It's a scarecrow. And then, of course, the next day we have Cost Playground being GM'd by none other than the amazing Captain Krail, GM for the Adamless campaign, and just phenomenal human being. They are there. Go check them out. And then, of course, we'll be back for this show, Off the Rails, on Friday next week. That'll be July 29th, so you need to be there for that, of course, because, well, you're here for this show, and it's amazing, and you know that it's good. You need to come back. Of course. None of this could happen without our dear sponsors over at Skull Splitter Dice. I couldn't do it. Thank you, Sarah. Skull Splitter Dice, not only do they sponsor our amazing program, they also sponsor our giveaway, which is actually going to be running through this entire session, because we haven't been around a lot this month, and we're not having a break, so you know what? It's going to be open, so just get entered whenever. If you want to hang out for a little bit and then enter it, take your time, my friends. It's open now. Thank you, Community DM. We appreciate you. So, get yourself entered into that. Sean, over to you.
Important thing about when you enter the raffle about subscriptions.
Skull Splitter Dice. They sponsor our phenomenal giveaway for a skull mug filled with approximately 100 dice. Remember, followers get 1 entry, subscribers get 2. If you're going to subscribe to it beforehand because it's not retroactive, I definitely remembered that.
That was on the, first try. Take it away, Sean.
Our familiar shop with all the soaps in it and whatnot is on a little bit of a hiatus as the store is currently closed, as far as we are aware, so that's going to come back soon. But our charity for this month is different than our previous months. We are building up. We have a little bit of a link tree that we've created for different sort of, let's just say, bodily anatomy, autonomy. Actually, I got those words so confused and it was so bad. Bodily autonomy fighting charities. So if you'd like to support that cause and the eventual re-overturning of Roe v. Wade, then go ahead and look up those charities.
Unoverturning?
Yeah,
Flip
it was
like a
overturned.
pancake. Put it back again.
If you turn it back over, it would be on the right side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, flapjack it.
Unless it's
Okay,
four-sided.
Yeah, nope, I'm getting it. I'm
Or
good.
maybe it's
They
six-sided. if it's
recently
zero.
overturned Roe v. Wade.
Yeah.
So we want re-overturned.
Return.
Okay.
Maybe we just put it on its side.
Either way, I'm right. And you can go ahead and support those charities in the link tree. Look at them all and see which ones fit you best. Fuck, we're good at this.
Holy shit.
I think that's it. Right?
Yeah,
Any more?
that's it. Anything else?
No more surprises?
I'm good.
That was a surprise.
Well, oh, wait, no, we got... Who wants to do the thing?
That was it.
That's
That
so
was
long.
a surprise.
Oh, that was our other
Actually, you know
advertisement?
what? Let's do a cute one. Today is sponsored by this adorable little
Oh.
ghost sticker on my,
Warn me
on
next
my
time,
water
Sarah.
bottle. I know, it's very spooky. But
Does it glow in the dark?
no.
Genuine.
The
Oh,
ghost.
it could though.
Excuse me. What is it, Halloween?
What
are you,
is
CVS?
I could.
When last we left our
I'm
heroes,
ghosting you.
Jesus Christ.
they had just begun a free fall after a few days of some very fun and relaxing boat travel. Aside from Nisha, who almost froze to death, there was some weird body horror experimentation via some vocal cords and druidic magic. There was
It wasn't that bad.
There's
So
no,
dramatic.
it was funny. There was some. There was a cat rescue from the cold as Yona set up a little warm hut
Sick
on the
B&B.
deck of the ship. Yeah.
Very good.
And the crew took turns breaking off some of the ice. And the crew discussed, or the party discussed, what they were going to do when they arrived in the town of Bleak Falls. So, as you all descend over the deck of the ship, casting Featherfall on yourselves, I would like someone to roll me a D100.
Did we
I have
tie
a-
ourselves?
Ball.
Do it.
You didn't tie yourselves
this
together.
time?
You just jumped off.
Fuck!
Cast a spell.
Why do we always forget to do that?
We
I
talked
said- no, I said-
about it.
I said
but
I'd tie
for
us
some
together.
reason,
I
yeah.
think we
Yeah,
talked
I
about
talked
it,
about
but
that
did we
last
actually
time.
do it?
That's a great question. Acting
I
and
know for
doing are
sure
two
no
different
one did.
things.
Because you would have been tied to a
I
fucking
can-
2-ton robot.
Right. I remember that we were like, we can't tie ourselves to Spiffy. Was I
Damn
think
it.
the deal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Well, in that case, who's rolling the roll?
I got a ball.
I see Matt shaking some fingies. So
Yeah.
What, golf ball?
Beaners,
Oh my
It's
god.
a throwback.
Not that again.
87.
bone dry.
87.
Bone
That's
dry.
pretty good. That's pretty
Is that a
good.
good number? I don't know. What would you want me to roll? And then that's the number.
Well, we'll find out.
Okay.
Actually, no, you'll never find out.
Oh. Because
So-
we're dead?
You lunge. We'll find out. You lunge from the side of the ship, and the two of you on your 7 compatriots cast Featherfall.
At an
Slowly,
appropriate distance from the ground.
We'll see. No. At an appropriate distance from the ground, you cast Featherfall. Luckily, the group stays close enough together to where you can actually get that off at the appropriate time. But once Featherfall has been cast, there isn't a lot of control over where you drift, which is what Matt just rolled for. And he rolled very well.
Nice, man. Well done.
The sort of inertia that carried over, or the momentum that carried over from the ship, still has you traveling in a direction towards the town. As above you, you see the ship begin to veer off, so it's not in sight of this town. The slow 60 feet per round movement brings you gently to the ground of a small wooded area just outside of some farmland you can see beyond. And you have safely reached the ground.
Are we on the south of
You're
the map
off the
that
map.
we're looking at?
currently. Yeah, you're off to the south beyond
Okay,
the map.
cool.
As you were coming in, you just saw probably a mile or two up the road some barren farmlands, as most of this area has succumbed to nature and looks nothing like the map I made a while ago. It is deep in winter. These trees are mostly bare. The harvests have all been
Chilly.
reaped, and this is
There's no birds.
very, very cold for this time of year.
All right.
Yona's going to go ahead and start putting back the rope that was hanging out of his bag when he tried
Yeah,
to
you
pull
really
it out
did.
and everyone already jumped out. So,
Should have tied yourself together. That would've been fun.
yeah, gonna just undo that idea.
How deeply
We
made
embedded
it.
in
We're
the ground
good.
is Spiffy?
Hmm?
How deeply embedded in the ground is Spiffy?
The
like
featherfall had
Yamcha
him
worked.
gently come to the ground. He's
Oh,
not
nice.
embedded in the ground, but that would have been rad if you just sort of let him drop.
Just like a wedge with his head.
He would have died for sure.
Looking fairly shaken. I think that this is a bucket list item for Nisha that he never knew he would have to cross off. Stands to his feet and goes, "Oh, you know, it's kind of a small thing and we're here for business, but do you think that they have cold clothes that would fit me? Not that these aren't great."
Yeah.
That is
I'm
fair.
sure they have cold clothes.
Yeah, we could find
Right.
clothes that would fit.
Kind of
Um,
rocking a midriff and my cold.
Yeah.
Like, stops at your
Yeah,
belly.
though
Nice
fashionable,
crop
not
top.
good for the
You're wearing
yeah.
capris.
It is still
Um,
cold, but it is a marketable improvement from the deck of the
The
ship,
sky. Yeah.
thousands of feet in the air.
How do we
So,
think
you're
we're going
still
to
cold,
do in terms of going into the town? We're not necessarily like known or anything where people would be suspicious of us, right? Upon appearance or
but
looking.
At this point, Chivalry would sort of just like pull himself up from the ground, looking a little dazed from what just happened. He said, "All right, that wasn't exactly what I signed on for, but I do have a question that I thought of while we slowly drifted to the floor. The purpose of us jumping off that ship was to make sure that no one saw the ship and got suspicious.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
Why are we bringing him?" And he points towards Spiffy, who's sort of like pulling himself to his feet.
Oh, he looks perfect. No, that's
He's-
a lie. Yeah.
He is. I mean, I guess he is kind of like a magical being.
The first
Correct.
time I've seen anything like it.
I can
Yes.
fix
Yes,
this.
Brothos?
I can fix this. I can fix this. I walk over and I begin to hum and I tap him, and this giant thing, which doesn't reduce his size, but he does go invisible as I cast invisibility on him. So now he can crash
That
into
works.
things and not be there. Kind of.
Interesting.
That
Okay.
works.
Look,
Okay.
I did
How long
this.
can you keep that up for?
1 hour and then 1 hour again, which makes 2 hours.
Very
Okay.
good.
Would
Thank you.
Spiffy doesn't count as a creature, right?
He is a creature, technically, yes.
Oh,
Creature.
Creature.
He's
I
a
have
real
seeming.
boy.
Against my better judgment, the book has deemed him a creature.
Ah. Wait,
Yeah, well, how about this? If in an hour we still need something, I can just do seeming to make him look like a large person.
Oh, your idea was better.
Yeah.
Oh, your
Yeah,
idea
for
was
sure.
great. Unseen. No one knows at
Ah.
this point who
Also-
or what Spiffy is. It's just a legend at this point,
now
verbally.
it's 3 hours, you know?
Let's-
So,
What if he's just our friend who doesn't like to talk in a suit of armor?
I've read a
Oh.
Unless
story or two about
Mute.
the being a viable option.
Or
These all are
Or-
pretty
wait.
seemingly good ideas.
Barney kind of like holds out his hands and he's got like his robe and all that magic shit. He's like, "Are
my
these
God.
gonna be a problem?" Like,
Oh,
Okay, I'm
good point.
let's.
okay. I think
That's
I
a
may just
very
need to
good
cast
question.
it now.
I mean, now
then.
I'm just concerned because I was thinking this guy, he could be our friend who doesn't talk a lot in a suit of armor. But then it's like, what if someone can tell that something's magical? And then it's like, we have a lot of magical objects. I have
Barney,
a sword.
Barney,
Nisha just slowly removes the ring and puts it in his
Oh.
pocket.
Was that all you've got?
Right.
Barney reaches up and grabs the stone out of midair. Just reaches up
like
and
every
grabs
time you're like,
it.
I have nothing else
puts it in the
magical on
pocket.
me. You guys need to
Alright.
take everything magical off of your face.
Brothos pulls the hammer out, waves it to try
Everyone
and
just
put
like-
it out.
But, okay, but would they know like, do you think there's like a force field of magical, like it shuts off all magic within a certain distance of the town?
Do they
Because again, if I do
control
seeming,
the town, or are they
everything
just
we
here?
are wearing will just look like it's normal. I could make it look like we just are wearing standard clothes and nothing magical.
Maybe
we need
should
to.
see me.
Which itself would be magic.
Yes, but again, if it cancels out the other thing, it becomes go time then, I guess, or at least we know.
I'm
Should we
not
just-
sure if they have any sort of magic canceling abilities. I was just concerned that we were going to walk into town with a giant metal man behind us.
Attract
This
attention.
is fair.
Good point. Okay, well,
But
I guess
Your caution is probably smarter than mine.
I don't want to take off my robe.
Okay, you don't have to.
It's helpful, but it's kind of like it's a
My
robe
magic
with
would cover
eyes
it.
all over it. You
Well,
know,
I
it kind
have
of looks.
I mean,
Nisha removes his not his over warm stuff, but goes underneath it and takes like that fancy ass, not magical cape that he always wears, and is like, you could wear this over it.
Yeah, but then I can't see out of the eyes.
Oh, you don't
That's
know
like
how
the
to
whole
help me
thing.
there.
Okay.
my hammer is on fire. They're going. If they see magic items, they're going to see them unless we.
Yeah, I think we need to just do the seeming. Brothos, can you make Spiffy visible again? Because I do have to see him if that's gonna be.
Yeah,
The
where
case.
did I put him? Oh, here he is. Okay. And then
He's
I
right
think-
over there.
Oh,
Somebody could've
shit,
told us
my
that the whole
notes! Oh, fuck. Okay.
Okay. Cool. So I will cast seeming on everybody, and I'll ask if anyone wants to look like they're wearing something different in particular. But I'll make Spiffy look like a large, like, would a Goliath be that big? Possibly, with how tall Spiffy
He's
is.
probably a little bigger than a Goliath, but you could stretch the truth.
Okay,
Damn!
I'll make it
He's a
look like
I
large
a.
creature.
realize.
Yeah, I'll make it look like a
Huge.
Goliath.
Look at this.
That is in
Slap
like
on his
full
nose.
plate, covered, so that the sound of him walking matches with what he looks like, making him look as heavy as possible.
Full plate Goliath.
Yeah, full plate Goliath, and then if anyone else wants to look differently, just let me know, then I can adjust.
Same as I usually look,
Cool.
but like, just like a guy.
I'll just have all the eyes on Barney's robe look like they're closed, but they'll still be open.
That's
Do me.
Oh, it's genius.
Do me, but completely hairless.
Bald Brothos.
Bald without beard.
Yeah.
No fire.
Maybe
without
that. Could you make me look human? Actually.
Sure. Cut to the D&D trailer.
Oh my god, it's Chris Pratt!
Ah,
got him.
You're Chris
Fucking
Prime
got
now.
amazing.
Chivalry would just ask for probably some like more rugged road traveled clothes, but the same
Cool.
facial.
Give him a
Alright.
sick goatee. Also,
So we're on a
didn't ask
timer
for
with
this.
this, right?
just one of those, like they're gonna have hatch an evil scheme on like a railway somewhere.
You
That
gave
type
him
of
an
mustache.
old silent movie villain.
That's it. Yeah.
Mustache? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
with a little goatee.
my
on the
God.
bottom.
Does he get like a top hat to go with it and like a half capelet?
He does now.
Perfect. Thank you.
Just saying,
Honestly.
just start saying, yeah.
Man,
Oh
why are
my
you trying
god.
to put me on railroads?
Yeah, Sloan asked, how long does this last? That's a good
8
question.
hours.
8 hours.
Whoa!
Cool.
Shit.
All
How
right,
do you have 8 hours?
to fit
really?
that spell?
Mhm, yeah.
Oh.
Warlord.
Sorry.
I only
No,
got
it's-
2.
It's a very good spell. It's a very
It's a great
underutilized.
spell. Last time I used it, I think I was drunk and we were all each other.
Oh yeah.
That's how that happened.
Yeah.
I didn't get to use it too much.
Good vibes.
Well, this is great. Okay, good.
New personas given out. You guys pretend. Why did I say pretend?
Sore thumb.
You guys
I'm not
Okay.
wearing anything magical.
towards the town.
Yeah, we
no
pretend our way
magic
towards the
here.
town.
Yeah. Well, that's what you're doing currently. I meant your characters. What are they doing?
Oh. Walking, I guess.
Yeah, I guess we'll get to the road.
Yeah.
It's
Probably
not
walk.
a very difficult walk as you find yourself opening up to the farmlands a little bit to your east. You can see them through the trees as they begin to thin out a little bit more. most of the way you're walking is right up against this very tall cliffside. And along its edge, eventually, you see this very large waterfall that has these sort of jagged rocks sticking out of the crest of it. And a few buildings up on the cliffside to either side of that river's mouth that's running down the side. And ahead of you, a ways down the road, you can see numerous buildings on the southern bank of this river that is formed by the waterfall. In between here and there is a small stable on the side of the road, just sort of right after the fork that goes over towards the farmhouses. That looks like it has some penned horses. But other than that, there's not a lot going on here. It is rather quiet in this part of the wilderness.
Too quiet?
Not too quiet. Mostly it's that winter quiet where the snow has just sort of muffled everything. Except for the slow hum of this waterfall that's slowly coming into frame.
Cool.
Yeah.
Where are we on this path?
You
like
would
down
just
here?
be approaching down here to the south. Yeah.
Okay, got
Nice.
it.
Do we see any smoke plumes from any chimneys in any of these like nearby buildings?
From these two specifically, you would be able to see there's a light bit of smoke coming out from the chimneys.
Cool.
Just looks like people trying to keep themselves warm.
Money.
Also, make me a perception check, if you'd be so kind, on your approach to this town.
All of
I
us?
demand. Yeah! Fuck it.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
hell yeah.
Everybody.
Guidance.
Everybody in the club making checks.
Jesus.
Checks.
Hey, Yona. Matt, I got a new song for you.
Fuck. God damn it.
Oh man.
Man, my perception is only a +9 now. The fuck?
Stop it. Stop it right now.
Aw,
It's only a 9.
everybody
I got a
feel
22.
bad. Okay, that's not bad.
I
at all.
also got a
Got an
22.
22 is pretty good.
You're
You got an
good.
8, Sarah?
18.
18, not bad.
Not bad.
24.
Garbage, all right?
Yeah, I do what I can. I try.
The arbitrary ranking of
The one who got the highest number.
I got the
24 is
best
garbage.
Plus
17 is
first
garbage.
The 22s and the 18, you all begin to see the small little riverside village that immediately is almost covered in this slow rolling mist off the waterfall, sort of giving it this strange, ominous atmospheric essence. But immediately that's sort of brushed away by the early morning light. It looks as almost like the lighting is what's keeping it from looking ominous. Just beyond that, the 22s would be able to see a bridge that continues past this small collection of buildings to another, what looks like another continuation of this town on the opposite side of the riverbank. And with a 24, Yona, hang on.
I see nothing because it's terrible.
Dog shit! Sorry.
Good.
Off to the northeast of the
I
road.
thought you
you're
held off
heading on.
all of that description just to do that.
Yeah. Off to the northeast of what you're, where everyone is looking, Yona, you clock just over the tops of the trees and the tops of the buildings, the continuation of this town, wrapping around parallel to the river, ending in this rather large. Fuck! I had the
large fuck.
What is the word?
What?
Huh?
The walls.
Palisade?
Palisade.
Yeah,
Probably.
palisades.
Palace.
This large, probably at your estimate against the buildings in front of it, 20, 25 foot tall palisade wall that has been pushed up between the edge of these mountains and the northern bank of the river. Just beyond that, and all the way down sort of the northern shore of the river from that point on, is this ever-present pearlescent mist that just blankets the area and keeps any vision from being seen beyond that. Even with your 24, there is no way from here to see further into that mist. Almost like the sunlight is bouncing off of that pearlescent sheen, making it nearly impossible to see beyond it. And with the 24, I would say the wall, that palisade wall, looks very, very worn. It's been there for a while, and it's seen a lot of use.
These seem like the same kind of walls that we saw in like Sleeth, right? Kind of.
Yes.
Okay.
These ones are much larger though
Gotcha.
than the ones that
Gotcha.
surround
Okay.
that town.
Cool.
When you say use, do you mean like they faced attacks or weatherware?
It's hard to tell from this side whether it's attacks or
Because like the ones in Sleeth were like worn from attacks, right?
Yeah. These ones just, you can tell from this distance that they are at least very, very old.
They don't look new.
And they're not new. They have been like worked on and repaired over time.
We don't know whether it's weather.
Yeah. Weather. Forever.
Whether whatever.
Weather.
But that is what you all notice as you
Sloan
approach.
shaking their head at me is my favorite thing.
So, where are you supposed to meet this your contact?
Yes, I was told to meet them at the Perch Tavern.
Hawk perch, like the bird.
Yes.
Bird and a fish. All right. Well,
I thought it was more like an action.
I was confused because I thought that the word hawk was describing the type of perch that it was, but perch as in fish, not as in a place that you like.
Right.
Do we need to? Should you go alone or should we go together?
I would rather not be there by myself. I'm not
But should we,
entirely
like,
sure.
Hang back.
Maybe go inconspicuous. I mean, I wouldn't recognize you if I saw you right now with these disguises, so might be best for you to possibly hang back and...
I could take a more conspicuous route if that would help.
What
Holds
does
up
that
like
mean?
an instrument.
Oh yeah,
Played in plain sight.
play a ditty.
If you have the options, sure. What are you proposing?
Pulls out $1 million. No.
A little concert.
Little million instruments.
Hell yeah.
I can always enter first and set myself up, and then you can enter, and it'll be like we don't even know each other.
Yeah, the group, like we can go in together, and then chivalry comes in after.
Right.
A bit
something
of
like that.
subterfuge. Cloak and dagger business. This might be good.
I'm surprisingly good at lying if I know that I'm about to lie, you know?
All right. Well then, I will leave how we all approach to you, as I just need to go in by myself. Is there any particular order you all want to enter in? Any sort of...
I think we can probably all go in. Like, doesn't really matter if people think that we're
Yeah.
together, right? Just going together. Maybe we're roadies for
All for
Nisha.
all for Nisha.
Ooh, that's a good
That's
cover.
terrifying.
But you carry all your instruments still. on
Yeah.
your own.
Right.
We just
we carry
make
your
sure the
instruments for
vibe
you?
in the room is good.
I'm just, I feel like there's a narrative being created that I don't understand, but I'm about it. I'll sell it. I can do it.
All right. Well, we're all just traveling together, which is what we've already been doing. So, all right. Fuck it. Is there a time? Should we wait? Should we go?
I just
Let's
told
find
to go
it.
there. I think
Is it, like, morning now?
As soon as probably the better.
Bimbus clock.
I bet they
It's
have.
a bit earlier in the morning, yeah.
They probably have hash browns. Does anybody want brunch?
Ooh.
Ooh, can we have frozen mimosas?
I mean,
For sure.
I love,
It's
I
already
love the
kinda
idea of
Hard
arcane
cut.
deep fryer.
all right. Let's fucking go to this tavern. Let's
breakfast
go to the
magic.
Hawk Perch. The sign above the door has a
Find
little
that
fish
motherfucker.
with like wings and talons on it.
You're entering the town, asking around for it? I assume.
Yeah, we're going looking. We're going looking
Okay.
for a place.
The town streets are very, very barren this early in the morning. A few people hustling and bustling, getting the early morning work done. There are a few people out on the street. Pull one of them aside, and they actually reference a small building on the top of this cliff to the east. Would be. Yes, actually, you can just see
nice.
the crest of it right here on the edge of the cliff.
Chickens.
Oh. Okay, that's further down than I expected.
Yeah. The crest of this sort of slender, rising, almost spire-like, but without the accentuated point at the end. It looks almost more like a, what is it?
Mesa?
No, like the tower
Butte?
on a castle.
A turret.
Buttresses.
A turret. A turret.
Yeah, turret. Yeah, it's a little minigun up there. No. I know that's what it's actually called. I just always think that's funny. But they reference that as being the Hawk's Perch Tavern. And
We gotta walk all the way around?
well, they also point out this other building to the opposite side of the river. From the side of it, this large protruding wheel, almost like a mill house or some sort of water mill. But you can see this long chain protruding from the side of the building that sort of overhangs off of the cliffside down to this small platform and has a railing around it, almost like a little lift. And they mention that that's the fastest way up the side of the cliffs.
Oh, nice.
Or you can take the stairs.
All right.
Up to you.
Thanks. Let's go take that little lifty guy.
Okay.
Unless anybody wants to take the stairs.
I think the lift seems fun. Can I inspect this lift to see what its weight capacity is?
The integrity.
Sure.
Up to code?
Walk over towards that area. There is... It's... make an investigation check for me. If you'd be so kind. As you're inspecting this little lift.
Yeah.
All right, we're not going to do guidance because I dropped the D4.
Always in my head.
All right, that is 25.
As you just start like
Damn.
looking at it, inspecting the chains and all the make of this and seeing how strong it is, there's just this dude standing there the whole time, just like, what the fuck's going on? 25. It does seem to be sturdy. There could definitely be some structural improvements made to it, but it seems like it does what it needs to do for these people, and they don't really bat too much of an eyelash at it.
Is it rated
Can I?
for spiff?
That's what I'm worried about.
Nope.
Yeah.
It's great for
Yeah,
people
let's-
and
let's
maybe
take,
some larger cargo, but you're not 100% certain how it would handle a 2-ton metal person standing
I
on
say
it.
we have maybe.
Even if you went
Spiffy
alone?
do a
You
one.
might do it alone.
It's dangerous to go alone.
It is.
Take Dren.
Give me something.
Maybe
It's
let's
dangerous to go alone, but do it anyways. What am I, fucking dad?
stairs.
What are you, a coward?
How about this? We split up. That seems like a good plan.
Yeah, that
Right.
always works.
We go some of us up the stairs, and then the others go up the lift.
I
Okay.
can go with spiffy. Here's my responsibility.
I'll
You guys
follow with you
That
two.
is safe on
Brother?
there.
Me and you, Yuna?
I'm gonna take the lift. I don't want to do the stairs. I'll be honest.
It's fair.
I'm in the same boat.
I agree.
honestly.
Okay.
Got
Jen,
negative
you with
level
us,
strength. I'm not taking
or-
the stairs.
Dren, do
Drinks
you
on the
wanna go-
lift.
Dren, do you want to go with them?
Twink lift.
Keep them safe.
I'm not one of the twinks, so I don't think I belong on this lift.
I don't know. You can be whatever you want
Yeah,
to be.
dwarven
If-
twink.
you
I don't know
can
what
twink
the...
if you want to, Dren.
You can leave your friends behind. Because if your friends don't drink, then they don't drink. Then
No, twink them on.
Jesus Christ, for the word.
We can drink. We can drink.
Dren will go with
Everybody
you
loses
guys.
control.
Up the stairs.
Oh, okay. Bye, guys.
So we've
Night.
got
See you up there.
four up the stairs, 3 up the lift.
Do the
Yeah,
twinkie
yeah, yeah.
dance.
Fuck yeah. Okay. The lift doesn't have much of an issue. The human male standing nearby just pulls out this horn and blows into it. And as you are all walking towards the stairs, you feel, the three of you on this lift, feel it sort of lurch as you look above and the water wheel actually hits the water and begins to turn, pulling this chain up with this small lift attached to it. And you make rather quick work up the side of this cliff.
I watched the lift go up, regretting my decision, but agreeing with
swear
my
it
plan.
sounds
Join
safer
the
than
twink
that.
train.
Sorry, Sean, that's all I got.
No, you're good. You're good. The other three, you venture up these very poorly made stones. They're not natural staircase stones, but it looks like people have moved stones to create some facsimile of a staircase that slowly brings you up to these higher plateaus that then lead to another staircase across, eventually making your way up to the cliffside. Probably 20 minutes or so after the others.
Oh my
I
god!
feel refreshed. Oh, that was nice.
The metal person doesn't have any feelings on it. One way or
About
the other.
5 minutes into that, I'm gonna say, yeah, I think this is taking a bit longer than expected. I'll send that to Barney. So if you guys need to go ahead, that's fine.
We can wait.
Okay.
10 minutes in, I'm gonna say, hey, you may want to go ahead, get going. It's still taking a
Jonah,
minute.
come on!
I'm sorry. Brothos is calling me up now. Writing's actually slowing me down, so I would recommend maybe just.
All right. Well,
It's probably gonna be like another 15.
okay. We'll
Okay.
meet you there, I guess. They told us to go ahead.
The two groups, I'm going to need both of you to make perception checks just for your different rounds.
Perception.
Fuck. Yes. Hell yes. 29.
And
29.
Natural
Holy
20.
shit. Natural 20?
I rolled a 1 and a 20.
Oh,
11.
okay. 11.
17.
11.
17? Good. No? Okay. So, the natural 20 is very good. The 17 is also very good. So, Barney, as you emerge from the sort of platform that this platform arrives to, the lift essentially goes into this building, completing the floor of a room, and then the gate is open that you are allowed to walk out on. And exiting that building, almost immediately, you recognize the strange, almost imitation of some of the lesser well-made sky docks your ship has ever stayed at. This building in front of you that has had these two platforms built onto its roof, almost as an afterthought to its construction, to support some sort of offloading of aerial vessels, to the point where it doesn't even necessarily look like it has any way for people to get off of the roof. That's how little they think about air travel and its need here. But you immediately recognize it as an air dock of some kind. So it's feasible that these people have seen airships before, but how often and, how much they interact with them is probably, you guessed right, not that common.
Yeah.
And because it's a natural 20, I'll also let you notice the other thing that the other group sees. Brothos, you all walking up this cliff, immediately at the top, you notice this strange bit of construction, if you can call it that. There is a small entryway of a building that seems to emerge from the side of this mountain. And probably a good 20 feet up the side of this mountain, a tower rises out of the stone, almost like this building was shifted into the side of this mountain. This large, looming tower that looks very
here?
old and moss-covered. Yes,
Okay.
that is right at the top of these stairs.
That
the
looks
air-
pretty magic.
That is the air dock. But it does look very, very old. It looks like the entryway has been sealed, boarded up.
Hey, Sean,
And what's up?
Can I make a stonework history check to see if
Sure.
I
You'd like to,
Hell
go
yeah.
for it.
Stonework check, baby.
Go ahead and
Forever.
add double your proficiency to an intelligence roll.
Shut up! I'm a bard. I get +2.
Sure,
fun.
but also double your proficiency.
Oh, I'm a dummy. Yeah.
So you
Oh,
wouldn't
shit,
technically
yeah.
get jack of all trades to this because it's something you're proficient in.
Oh, okay, got it. So that would be +8,
Unless.
which is a 16.
Unless.
Because I got
16.
an 8.
It's not
That's
bad.
not bad.
That's real
No.
good.
Specifically, the part where the tower emerges doesn't look like it is worked into the form of this tower. It looks very much like this tower burst out of these stones.
Hey, Yona.
What's up?
The towers grow.
No, not that I can. No, I don't. That's
This
why.
one looks like a plant, kind of, but not.
Like a
Like
a stone plant.
It grew out of the side of this. It doesn't look like, you know what I mean? It doesn't look like it was built on it.
Does it seem like the way that the how it looks compared to like the natural rock with it? Because it seems unnatural, right? Because it's
It
a
does
tower
seem
that's.
natural.
Does it seem like it's anything like a shape earth, or isn't it like shape stone or shape earth like a spell or something
It is.
magically?
The coloration of the stone, the actual type of stone the building seems to be made out of, is completely different from what it's currently emerging out of.
It's like someone took a tower and kind of popped it into the side of the cliff. But then,
Yeah,
the
I
bottom
mean the
half
closest
is-
thing we have is what we did with Sedvin's tower, but that wasn't like onto a mountain, so.
Oh, maybe that did happen. Maybe they got teleported underground a little bit.
That's weird. Are we like near the tower when we get off the stairs?
Yeah, it's like just to your left as you're coming up the top step. It's probably about 30 feet away from the top of the stairs.
Do you want to check it out? I mean, obviously it seems like it's
How long have
closed.
they been waiting for us?
Barney, these stairs are rough.
Oh, we went ahead.
We'll be getting...
Well, let's check it out then. If
I'll buy
Barney's
us
got
some
it
time.
covered.
Now we're heading.
Barney and Nisha.
How far? Yeah, I don't know if we're in like earring range.
Probably not, no.
Yeah, so I'll just keep writing my letters. To whom it may concern. Barney,
Okay.
it's you. Yeah, we can check it out.
So you guys are going to check out that building?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Who's with us? Spiffy and
Yeah.
Dren?
Building.
Yep.
Okay.
So
We have 1.5 brain between the four of us.
we're going to switch over to the other party. You guys are traveling across this incredibly long and surprisingly well-made bridge. As opposed to the lift you were just on, this thing seems like it has been built to last for quite some time. There are very minor, like, cart marks. Almost looks like vehicles have been trudged across this, so it's a little bit more of an ease to know that vehicles have traversed it. It's like it's not going to collapse under you.
Yeah.
But the current of this river is very strong here. So there are a lot of things that seem to be like hitting the side of this bridge from further upriver that are being carried downstream. Just occasionally they send little like hits and dings rippling through the structure, but not enough to scare you that it's going to fall. Just enough to every once in a while like, oh,
Yep.
what was that?
Hop, hop.
How did I even build this? Like, the current's really fast.
With wood.
All right.
Sorry, that was me talking.
That's our show, guys. See you tomorrow.
It's
I think when we see the building, the Hawk's Perch,
Yeah.
in front of us, probably just like Barney will just like tug on Nisha's elbow to like slow down and just let Chivalry go ahead and
oh, were we
go
not?
outside.
All right, right.
He sort of freezes like
A little.
10 feet in front of you, like, I'm sorry, we're not going in together.
You go in first.
No, it's all right.
All right. I will
We'll
go
be right
with-
there.
Smooth like
No,
butter, guys.
I just thought that I thought that we were going in first, and then Chivalry was entering. But Chivalry can enter first, and then we can go in after. It's just right. Got it.
I look very
Go.
confident. He just sort of turns. With your earlier natural 20, I would say that as Chivalry begins to walk off ahead of you, just faintly far above this sort of clifftop section of the town, you can hear the very small cries of a circling hawk that is just sort of giving this part of town a very wide circling.
That's a mascot.
Wonder if it's literally like the hawk's perch.
Right.
Maybe the person owns a hawk.
Built it around
And a
post
tavern.
or something.
That's exactly what it sounds
Hang on,
like.
I-
That's a
I got
hawk
it.
for sure, dude.
There we go.
Brothos, I hear a canary in this tunnel.
But you begin to walk towards this building. There are a few structures up here that look a little bit nicer than the ones below, but not overly nice, just newer, if anything. The general layout looks more like a bunch of homes that have been placed up here rather than any sort of businesses or storefronts, except for this sort of large, towering tavern that you've been pointed to. And at the front door, you do see the symbol of almost like this carved wooden hawk sort of perched on the signpost that says the Hawk's Perch Tavern.
Nice branding. I like it.
Thank you.
So we have
Did
the
it
right
myself.
place.
Upon entering, well, actually, you guys aren't there yet. So fuck
Nah,
you.
we're waiting outside. We're loitering.
You see
Walking
Chivalry
slowly.
disappear inside. Who knows what could be happening in this
He's
trap?
dead.
I mean tavern.
The building burps.
Shut up. Shut your mouth. Building doesn't burp. It's a cool building.
You burp.
It's not as shitty as I am. But he enters inside probably a minute or two before you.
Mm-hmm.
And you all enter in
We enter in.
behind him? Okay. Just want to make sure you weren't waiting longer.
Ah,
There is a very dark interior, sort of lowly lit with these small burning lanterns, just a few hanging around the room. You can see that Chivalry has already found himself a table and is sort of like facing half towards the door and half away, just sort of like giving over quick glances towards the door to see when you guys come in, but to like try and not make it so obvious that
Good
he
vibes.
is with you guys. There are two other patrons very early in the morning here that seem to be either still drinking through last night's bout of drinking or asleep from last night's bout of drinking,
Nice.
except for the figure behind the bar. There is a very commonly dressed elderly woman who, the first thing you notice is there are bandages completely wrapped around her eyes, around her entire head. There is this sort of comforting old smile as they're going about their business on this bar. What's it called? Oh, I almost called it a bar shelf because I don't go to bars. Just a bar.
Countertop?
Countertop. Thank you. That was really embarrassing.
words.
I think that's also literally called the bar.
It's just the
Like,
bar,
you
yeah.
can
Yeah,
just-
I know, but that's how much time I spend in them.
What's the shelf that you drink the drinks at?
Hey, it's the bar shelf.
Where everybody remembers your name or whatever the thing.
Well, they call it top shelf, and if the bar is the shelf, everything's top shelf.
No,
Eh.
it's
Top
That's
shelf is
right.
behind
That's
you.
how it works.
You know, I know. I'm just kidding. But this sort of older woman who you can see, both of you with a quick glance, these sort of faintly pointed ears emerging from this sort of pulled back graying hair. It's been tied up. And almost as soon as you enter the bar, there is this sort of start as they look towards the direction of the door. And
my
just sort
God.
of outspokenly say, "There's lots of sets of new boots today. I guess you're from out of town."
yeah.
Wow.
Traveling through. Hi, good morning. I'm Chadley. Nice to meet you.
Chadley.
This is my traveling companion.
I'm wine.
All right, make deception checks, please.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Are we really
God, it's
lying?
that
Because I
Chadley
feel like
Colmace returns.
Chadley is a real name to us.
That's cool.
Yeah, Chadley's real in our hearts.
Not to me.
Jesus Christ, I forgot about my modifier for this.
It's a lot.
Holy shit.
That's a 27 for me.
I rolled really well, and I got a 21.
Okay. Doesn't seem to be any acknowledgement of your lies and slander, but the person sort of
Fucking shit under
accepts.
your breath.
No. She sort of accepts this. Well, what brings you to our small part of the world today?
Just. Oh no! You should give your pitch. You should give your pitch. Go ahead. Sorry,
Wait.
sometimes I talk before my brain turns on.
That's all right. Well, we're traveling through, but we usually like to stop in the towns. I mean, to have a place to stop first of all, but also I like to play in the taverns if that's something that you're interested in.
Sort of just keeping an ear out, but still doing what they were doing before you walked in. Stop and say, "Oh, you play? Well,
Yes, it's a lovely place that you have, and I think that music would sound really nice, bumping up against those rafters.
I'd be delighted to have some sort of accompaniment. There's people need a chance to cut loose every once in a while, so any traveling musician is welcome here.
I hope it won't startle you too much. We do have a couple of other folks who we're traveling with. They just decided to get some cardio in this morning, so they took the stairs.
Not a problem. Do you all need rooms to stay in?
We might. I'm gonna wait for them to. We should probably wait, right? Before we spend
A
too
drink
much.
for now,
Drink? Wonderful.
certainly.
What do you have?
Ale's good for me. Oh wait, hold on. It's like 10 p.m. 10 a.m. Right?
It's like 11 in the morning.
Hanging out with Riss and Brothos too much.
I
Yeah,
have.
oof.
10 a.m.
Mimosa o'clock.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Not that we should maybe have it so early in the morning, but you got anything special?
Wow. Fresh out from last night, but I could start making some more. Never too early.
All right.
Oh, it's just called. All right, yeah.
Well,
Fantastic.
it's sort of a house special. It's
What kind of house special? Like what? You make it every night?
Our interest is piqued.
Is the drink called Never Too Early?
then
that would be
they
really
just sort
cool.
of smile and say, "Take a seat. I'll get you some." And just go ahead and start making it. And as
She's
they,
gonna poison us.
We're gonna die.
Never too early to die.
as they turn their back to go procure some glasses and whatever they've come to offer you, you hear the subtle flapping of wings coming from somewhere above the rafters of this room, as on a small section of the wall behind this bar, a hawk rests on this small beam of wood sticking out from the wall. And very faintly, Barney, you would notice its eyes just flash with this blue light as this woman seems to leave the room and go about their business.
Interesting.
That's cool.
That's super dope.
So, what are you guys doing?
Us or the
Yeah.
other folks?
Oh,
Okay.
actually, we can jump over to the other guys now. Yeah, right.
Okay, cool.
Give you guys some time to think about it. Other guys, what are you
We
up
start
to?
going up the stairs.
Do you think
You fell back down?
Yeah.
you said the doorway's sealed up with stone, right, Sean?
It's not sealed up with stone. It looks like there's like a few boards of wood that have been hammered into either side. Beyond
signs?
that, you're not really sure what the door necessarily looks like. It might be made out of some sort of stonework.
Hello?
Were the doors boarded up? Are there any like signs posted saying like
No,
closed down for renovation? Okay.
absolutely.
Or like speak friend and enter.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Well, these are in the way.
I guess now that we're closer, does it seem like there are any recent I guess like recent movement where it's because it's snowing out, so I'd imagine any other tracks that aren't ours would be kind of visible to see, like any divots in the snow in a different direction.
To this door specifically?
To this door, or like as we were walking up, did we see like varying?
Make an
paths,
investigation check for me.
I'm gonna guide myself on this one.
As you canvass the area for footprints.
That's pretty good. Let me see from here. You said investigation.
I did.
24.
24. You are pretty confident that you are the only four figures to approach this building in the last at least 3 or 4 weeks, maybe a month or two. You don't see any other signs of anyone approaching. So you're at least confident that that time frame has been undisturbed.
Yeah.
Are there windows or balconies on the tower proper?
On the actual higher up section that's emerging from the stone, you can see a few windows. That one of the higher peaks looks like there's almost like a little balcony.
Do they look sealed up?
You'd have to go up there and look at the balcony. The windows don't necessarily look sealed, but you can't see like further inside. You can just get a side view of looking up at the outside edges of them. They don't have lats of wood across them or anything like that.
Oh.
Does Brothos, does the stone seem any different now that you're closer? If it is from anywhere in particular?
I squint at the
match?
stone.
They squint back.
I knew it. A mimic tower.
Or
Roll initiative.
Here, Spiffy, give me a boost.
Picks you up by your midsection.
Okay, I'm gonna just start climbing up to one of the windows.
Wait,
You gotta try and climb outside the building?
Doesn't Dren have that whistle?
Oh, that's true. Dren could fly.
That could be loud though.
It's pretty
so
loud.
It
maybe
will be loud, actually, yes.
That's pretty
You're guaranteeing it? Okay, cool.
A
then,
good
yeah,
call,
then
but
go
I
ahead.
have the rope.
Oh,
yeah, we have
fuck!
the rope.
Brothos is
It's
halfway
the breaking
up
and
the wall.
entry rope.
I got the magic rope on purpose, so we do this.
Oh my god.
Here, Dren, you want to start? I'm a few feet up.
All right. He just starts going over towards the side of the building because the rope has to latch onto something.
Yeah,
So he just let them crawl up slowly up the side of the rocks.
I'll follow it.
Yona, what are you doing?
I'm trying to think of the best way possible
Excuse me.
to.
I had kielbasa.
Nice.
I'm trying to think of a good excuse if someone just sees us doing this. 'Cause I'm realizing now we just kind of walked up.
Yeah.
And we're now just getting into a building that is
I don't know you took
closed.
me
Yeah, I know. I realize at this point. This is totally on me.
there. Well, let's not go that far.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's get it.
I guess I'm gonna start climbing. I don't know. I can't think of anything. We're just gonna
Okay.
live with it. Live with our life choices.
Brothos, go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Oh, I'd happily do that.
And Yona, if you're using Dren's rope, you can do one with advantage.
Cool.
I got a natural 20 on that.
Nice.
So that would be athletics with Brothos, a 33.
33. Not too bad.
Wow.
8.
Just beat.
I rolled a 2 and an 8.
So even with the rope that has like these nodules in it,
Oh
you just,
god.
it's like gym
I'm just
class. You're just
gonna-
like, no.
Yeah, this wasn't me.
No.
I'm gonna work on making a false investigative report paper. That's what I'll do. That's me. That's my thing. I'm
False
good at that.
investigative report.
Yeah, it's like we were sent from the King of Sleeth to investigate this building.
Sure, spread that name around.
I don't know. Over gangbusters.
Okay, so Brothos, easy enough. You're able to at least get up to where the portion of this tower emerges from the rock itself. There isn't much to climb on the actual tower. The best you can try and do is get to different parts of the rock that surrounds it and maybe jump to it somewhere.
Is there a way to get like a vantage point through one of the windows so I can try and look through it?
Yeah, you can absolutely climb along the side of the mountain that allows you a vantage point. through one of the windows if you like.
Dren and I are just ice climbers from the NES game.
Oh,
I love that.
I hate you. You're gonna wobble me to death.
Sorry.
But we make our way up like the side of the cliff and are kind of like trying to get a bit of a line of sight.
Make a perception check for
Okay.
one of the windows.
That's not bad either. A 21.
21. As you are looking into the interior of one of these sort of small, almost like stained glass windows, but the color isn't so much that it completely disrupts your view from further inside. It is this very old, like, curtained material that has sort of been splayed and left to almost be damaged by the sun over time. You don't see any sign that anyone has been looking through this window or using whatever room this window leads to for probably a very long time.
Could I mage hand the curtain aside so I can see into the room proper?
Can you create mage hand on the other side of a thing?
I believe it's just
'Cause
line
if
of
so,
sight.
then yes.
A spectral floating hand appears in a point you choose within range, so anything within 30 feet.
Sure, you can absolutely do that.
It's that kind of little fire hand that's not actually on fire pushes it away.
Burns the carpet away. The building's on
The
fire.
whole tower sets up. Yeah.
Your aesthetic ruins this guy's house. You pull the carpet away. The sunlight sort of spills into this interior. And as soon as you move the carpet, you see that there's just a little bit of dust that is kicked up just by even shifting it to the side, probably drifting down from whatever curtain rod this is affixed to. The interior of the room, 21 perception, it appears to be some sort of bedroom. You can see partial remnants of one of those like 4-post beds with this sort of very ornate drapery over it. There appears to be signs of like a wardrobe on one of the far walls, but you're getting like a very like arrow slit view of the interior of this building. It looks like this one leads to a bedroom chamber inside.
But it's still super abandoned, right?
Everything looks like it's been untouched from what you can tell.
Okay. Well, shall we go back to Yona, Dran? Yeah? Okay.
I thought you said Yona, and then I forgot you said Drain. That's me. Yes, we should go back.
Okay. I tap us both with Featherfall and just kind of jump off the rope and float back down.
Hell yeah. I was like, he's talking to Yona. Nope.
Well, next to Yona. It's real abandoned in there. Hey, Dran.
Hi, Mary Poppins, y'all.
That's adorable.
Cut session. Perfect ending.
Don't you forget about
Yona, it seems pretty empty in there. Like, there's like accoutrements and stuff, but it's that's giant for things. But
I like how it's both Swedish and French, apparently.
yeah, well, whatever suits me, right?
Or Latin, I don't know what language that's from.
It's French, yeah. But like nobody's been in there a long time, it seems. Like I got to look through one of the windows. I don't know. It is weird though.
Weird.
Spooky.
Yeah, I guess.
Fly up to the balcony, get in there, kick the door in, you know.
Maybe not that. Let's.
A bit too intense.
A
A bit too intense for you. Maybe you stay here, we do it ourselves.
Yeah, just
You know what I mean?
we've got that dust that just eats metal. We could do something with that.
We've got
let's
If you could
just.
fly through the door.
I think. Oh, I'm getting a message from Barney that we need.
What does
to
Barney
go
say?
Make a
back.
deception
We
check.
need to.
Fucking pull that shit here.
Oh, where's my
Crazy,
character
it's so
sheet? How good am I at
convenient
lying?
happens.
Let's see here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's a.
That doesn't look good.
No, that's a 7. That's a solid 7.
My passive insight is 16.
You can just say you don't want to do it.
Yeah, I don't want to do it. I really
right.
I had the motivation. Reality hit me when I couldn't climb the rope and was like, yeah, I'm not meant to be. This shouldn't happen. So let's just come back to it.
You couldn't climb? I thought you were just working on our backstories. Or cover.
I was, and I tried running some things by Spiffy, but he didn't give much feedback, and I just changed my mind on the whole situation. So we should maybe go meet up with the others, and then if after we finish that...
Then we conquer the tower.
Yeah, because we could also ask around at the inn if anyone's heard anything about the tower, and that can give information like, oh yeah, this tower, here's the key to it. And then we don't have to break any doors.
We could have started with that, huh?
Yeah, but hey, it was meant to be that we didn't start with it, and now we can go continue back over at the inn. Also, it is still pretty cold out here, so...
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Barney, we're on our way. Finally made it upstairs. Where is it?
Yeah, just walk across the thing. And also, I'm going by Chadley, and Nisha is wine.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Do we need to come up with names?
I'm Sothbro. Sothrob? Sothrob.
I mean, fake names, fine. I don't know. It just felt right in the moment.
Okay, so just go with what's in the moment.
You are no ya.
Amazing.
All right, we're gonna work on this bridge. All right.
Yeah, as the call kind of hangs up, Nisha does look over to Barney and go, "Chadley, huh? What led to your parents giving you a name like that?"
It was just a... I can't remember how that name came about, actually.
Well, I wouldn't expect you to remember, since...
I wouldn't... He kind of like points with his thumb towards the hawk behind him.
Right, Nee's just trying to like hold up the lie of like, you were born with this name, like trying to ask how you came up with it, but also being like, how did your parents decide on this name?
It's crazy. No, but I don't remember what they told me. It's wild.
Right, all right.
Just bad at lying.
Two people bad at lying.
I'm great at lying.
All right, one people bad at lying, other people...
I'm just awkward. All right, I am kind of interested in this place. When she comes back, I want to ask her some questions.
Okay. Shortly after they left, and this hawk sort of showed up, you can see that they re-enter the room carrying a tray with these two pretty stout mugs on them. And just sort of very elegantly, almost like they know every inch of this building, just sort of dance through the tables, find you without having to say anything. Rest down this tray with these two very full mugs on them, and they say, "Here you go. It's our special feather mead. It should be very sweet and something that might warm you up this early in the morning, so it should be."
Are there feathers in it?
No. That, I understand the name is a little bit misleading. It is not feathers. It's just a name.
Warmth is quite welcome. So.
It's made out of paper.
Oh, God.
Bottoms up.
Soylent mead.
What's it taste like? I'll take a sip.
It is...
Tastes like feathers.
What's mead taste like? It's sweet, I think people say.
Yeah, mead is a honey alcohol. So
yeah, it's fermented honey, I believe. So it is. Yeah. It is a very sweet, as close to what you would put a breakfast sort of alcoholic beverage to be, without like sangrias or mimosas. Less fruity and more just like hearty, in a way.
Nice.
That is very very warm and comforting.
This is delicious.
Yeah.
What was your name? Sorry, we didn't...
That's my bad manners at work there. My name's Vi.
Hi. Well,
yeah.
It's lovely to meet you, Vi. Thanks.
How long are you looking at staying? We don't normally have people come here for extended periods of time. I'm more curious than anything.
Probably long enough for me to rustle up enough coin to get some new clothes, and then we'll head on out.
Right.
Not
well,
exactly built for the warm weather.
well,
Cold weather.
most people here aren't either, so you're in good company.
You own this tavern.
I do. This is my place.
How'd you come about that?
Very hard work and knowing the right people, I suppose.
The right people to know in a town like this?
There were. Not so much these days.
I'm sorry if that's something that's a sore subject.
Everybody's moving to the city. You know, small towns like this, just a big resource.
Life
Skill
is
drain.
a highway. Ow.
There it is, back to Route 66. We've done it, guys.
Gimme.
I was so close to the information. I was so close.
Oh, it's just very funny because that's what that movie's about. They just
Typical
sort of.
Cars reference.
Yeah, it is very funny. They just sort of take a moment and say, it's not that people necessarily left, it's that some specific people have moved on in some ways. And
Oh, like died?
yes, like died. But
Real shame.
we still try.
That's a recent thing then.
Around 12 years ago, I believe.
Well,
Yes.
maybe recent for somebody who's a little less green around the gills. A little of a self-deprecating joke.
Yeah. They giggle and say, it's something that everyone in the town has come to terms with. No one here will think of it as recent necessarily.
Right.
Well, I'm sorry to bring down your morning. If there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to ask.
Appreciate it. When should I set up?
We don't start to get a crowd until later in the afternoon. If you'd like to set up sometime around early evening, that would be delightful.
Great.
We have
Raises.
hash browns.
What?
We have hash browns.
What is that?
Oh, like it's like shredded
Let it
potato
rock
and
their
you
world.
fry it. You like stick
Okay.
it together and then you fry it. And it has like salt and pepper and butter and
I'll give it my best shot.
that
God, you're
I
about
mean
to revolutionize this town.
Hash
Or burn it to
browns,
the ground
get your
with a
hash
fryer
browns.
fire.
Yeah,
Grease fire.
one of the two.
All right. Then with that, order essentially put in, you see them walk back to that same back room. And as they walk across the room, they sort of give this very quick, high-pitched whistle, and the bird flies off of the perch and sort of lands on their shoulder. And the two of them go back into what you assume to be the kitchen.
Did she say did they say Vi loud enough for like chivalry to be able to hear them say
I mean, it's
that?
pretty quiet in this room, and he's just been
Great.
sitting
Just
there,
making
like,
sure.
so,
Still
yeah,
looking at the
they-
door?
Well, he's still
guy.
looking at like their table and then back to the kitchen and then back to the table. Not very good at being a covert individual.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
He is a bard. Okay. All right. So he's got it.
Yeah, he definitely heard that name. So,
Good. All right. Well, I'm gonna wait for my hash browns.
okay. We'll jump back over to the other crew. You guys just heading to the bar?
I gotta investigate this bridge now. Just to
Okay.
check on it for Spiffy, because,
Jump on it.
Good shout.
Oh no.
Give it- Just quick investigation for the bridge.
Bad.
All right, go for it, buddy.
I think it's good. It looks like it was made of the same metal. We should be fine.
Seems sturdy. Come on, Spiffy.
Yeah.
He just starts walking across it. As soon as he gets on it, behind you guys, you just very audibly hear the creaking of these woods. Not the like cracking, but there is clearly strain on this wood.
Ooh.
It does appear to be holding under him.
We should go.
You can see like these
faster.
grooves where over time some carts have made a sort of impact where they regularly travel. So you assume that some carts full of supplies use this bridge, so it is able to hold a bit of weight, but this is a bit and a half of weight.
Gotcha.
How deep does the river look?
Looking over the edge of the bridge, there was a lot of churning and like disruption of the like the visual, but it doesn't look super shallow. I would say that you could probably tell that this is at least 10 feet deep here, if not a little further.
That's fair. Okay.
Yeah, probably gets
That's not too
deeper as
deep.
it goes. Yeah, but
Pretty.
for a dwarf, it's pretty deep.
I meant
Right.
Spiffy.
Well, Spiffy would probably be able to stand in 10 feet.
Okay. Hey, Spiffy, do you want to just walk through the river?
Maybe not, brother. Okay. Okay.
As it just jumps over the railing as soon as you give the order.
Not the boy! Look at that. He's got so much gumption.
All right, you need to make a roll.
Will he be able to get out of the?
We'll
river?
find out, won't we? We'll find out if he'll even be in there when you guys get out.
He just washes
my
over the edge of
God.
the waterfall.
I'm like,
That'd
is he
be
even
funny.
gonna be able to get his footing? The current is so fast.
I believe in Spiffy.
We'll
That's
see what
gonna be
happens.
so strong.
Don't forget
so
to cast
strong.
Bless if you fall off the edge. Wait, what's in his disc? I forget.
It's, aura
Aura
of
of
vitality.
protection.
Oh,
Or-
even
yeah.
better.
something.
Yeah, when he dies, he
No,
can heal
that's
himself.
Rhystrata's thing.
But
Rest
yeah,
in
you guys,
peace. Sometimes I still hear her voice.
you guys are capable of making
He's
it
dead.
across the bridge.
Keep walking.
She
but...
died 3 minutes after leaving.
Oh my
He's
god.
so fucking funny. Heartfelt goodbye. You really hurt my feelings there. Brothos walks away and is immediately just hit by a bus.
That's not funny.
A movie
every
like
ending
that,
ever
like
of Final
fucking The Lake
Destination.
House or something.
Final Destination did it.
It's a
Every
classic.
time.
Very
Okay.
classic.
So, you all watch as this Goliath individual jumps into the river over the edge of the bridge. Hopefully, no one saw that, but it happened.
Hey, it's fine.
Wow,
There
Spiffy,
is-
that's some cool high intensity training you're doing there in the
you,
water.
You do not see any sort of head or
I
anything crest the
still-
top of the water.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's under the water.
Oh yeah,
Oh, cool.
And you're testing your lungs too. That's so good. Well, we'll see you in the tavern.
okay.
I thought
You guys
it
keep
would
walking
be
across the bridge.
Easier for him to walk across the river than the bridge.
Okay.
I had a bad idea.
No. He rolled pretty high. As you make the other side of the bridge, you, over the next like 30 seconds, see this disruption on the shoreline of this river as this Goliath begins to emerge 1 foot after the other from this river. And water just begins to leak out of parts of his body that don't make any fucking sense.
Oh God!
Almost like this guy's pores are just extruding water out of these weird orifices as it just,
Oh, because the fucking sea.
it just raises out of the water.
man.
But
God, yeah. Fuck
Well-
yes.
does seem to have made it to the other side.
We did it.
Cool. We did it. Nice.
That wasn't
Good.
conspicuous at all.
Nah, I think no one. We're good. We're fine. I
Weirdly
think.
enough, he also looks completely dry.
Good.
I bet you at this
Jesus.
point they've gotten all the information, right?
I think so. Let's. Did they say it was
Yeah.
at the end of this road?
Yeah.
The hawk perch.
As you guys essentially approach the tavern, are you going inside or you're gonna do something else?
You know
Is there
what?
any
I
other
do want to break it in.
random
Let's go back across.
Any other fucking bullshit you guys want to do?
Let's. Yeah, I guess we'll just walk. These buildings don't seem any like. Are they shops or anything like that?
Most of them actually appear to be like personal houses and homes.
Gotcha. Yeah. Let's
Make
not
an
mess with
insight
anybody.
check as you're passing through.
Ooh. That's gonna be 25.
25.
shit.
Actually, that's pretty good. As you're thinking about it, and from what you saw coming into the city originally, you notice that these are all homes. They are all more or less recently built, probably within the last 2 decades or so. And you also notice they are as geographically far away from that gate as someone could possibly be in this town.
What? You made the noise like you were thinking something.
I'm saying because I'm not sure what that means. My brain, Matthew's brain, is not putting that together.
Oh,
I'm just
I feel
absorbing the
like
info. But
If I
please,
were
Party,
if I
you
were
think-
looking at that, I would maybe. Is this metagaming? Can I say
They
that?
I don't
seem
fucking know. Is it? Do you feel bad?
rich and
I feel bad
fences.
about everything all the time, Sean. That's a bad
Yeah,
question.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh my god!
I just gotta reload my Coke.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That made a fucking
sound.
cool
That
noise.
was a
Lock
good
Hell yeah,
sound.
dude.
Oh my
Carol,
gosh! Yeah, that was like
You
a
can use that for
bazooka.
Doom sound effects.
Wow,
As a Foley artist.
what's the thing? It's like the
Perch
grenade
down.
launcher where you just go like. thunk.
Yeah. Noob tube.
What were you
okay.
going to say, Sarah? I
That's a
think
really weird
Sarah can
question.
have an
say
opinion
that,
on
you
this.
If you were
know, if
presented
I
with that info,
saw,
what would
if
you
I
say?
were to see big lavish houses very far from a gate, I would say that certain people are kind of trying to distance themselves from a threat and have the means to do
Are they big
so.
lavish houses? Okay, I thought you just said
I
they
will
were
say
regular
that they
houses.
are not lavish in any way.
Just
They
not
look
big.
similar to the other houses. They are just newer.
Okay.
Newer.
They were
Maybe
more
they're like,
recently
hey,
built than the other ones. I would
Let's
say.
not live here anymore. Let's live up
You
there.
know what? Yeah. I wonder how populated those smaller houses down there are these
True,
days.
because we haven't been there.
No,
Okay. Interesting.
like short-term, large tenement house vibe. You know.
Okay. I have a idea.
Oh no, not one of those.
Bad. I know it's terrible when I have them.
It wasn't here
Okay.
this time.
So I think as we get closer to the, yeah, I'd have to do it more outside because it's gonna take time. I think. Nah, we'll just go. It's fine.
Go inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spiffy, what do you want to do?
Come along, Spiffy.
He just follows you guys inside.
Okay.
As he's
Doc.
ordered.
Oh, son of a bitch. Every
Would it
time.
be thunk, or would it be like breaks a hole through the frame of the door?
Well, it would be more of a stone-shaped door.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
The doorway. So it would be more like a like a scraping metallic sound as this guy walks into the bar.
Nothing weird here.
His seeming is full plate.
His seeming is full plate, face and all.
I'm like a little helmet action, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say it's
Got
one
a
of those helmets
skull
that's like, what's it called in Shrek, where it just covers his mouth, but the eyes are still there. There's
Oh my god.
fun little confused swirly eyes, like
yeah.
Coraline.
This Goliath just looks like Shrek.
It's Shrek.
Yes.
We just made Shrek.
Don't push me.
Okay.
I'll do it.
I was like, oh, I can
thought
cast
love
Flock of
was
Familiars and go check out the lower parts of town. But I realized with me casting it, it would be at 5th level, and I would have to make, what is that? Yeah, I'd have to make 6 different creatures, I think, or 5 different creatures.
Jesus
I'm not trying to be a Disney princess with all these animals.
You could be Fiona to Shrek.
Yeah, nah, but that's a lot of work, and we're trying to stay like on the low.
Does that make Giant Donkey?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh man.
And I'm an
making
onion.
waffles.
Wait, no, I'm.
Your
Am I gonna watch
donkey,
the entire Shrek
Dren's Lord
trilogy?
Farquaad.
Oh my. Dunlop is such a perfect length.
3, pick 3, my lord. Anyways, you guys go inside the tavern. We don't have much time. You guys go inside the tavern.
I think we should just.
This is
make-
worth our time. The last half an hour of this episode is just us deconstructing Shrek.
Yeah.
Shrek quote
Don't-
back and
don't
forth
push
forever.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys go inside. You see this, again, this very dim lit interior. Still enough to see, but not as brightly lit as most of the taverns you've been in. Most of them are kind of dimly lit during the day because no one's fucking there anyways. But you would definitely clock a very suspicious-looking chivalry to your left, and another table to your right has your two compatriots currently sharing some drinks and waving.
Yes, Chadley and other friend. I forgot the name.
Wine!
Wine.
Wine.
It may just
Great.
one syllable.
The amount of shade in that one sentence.
It's like share.
And mead. Chadley and mead.
We're waiting on hash brown.
What?
Is that
Yeah.
another friend?
No, that's I asked. Okay, so tavern owner's name is Vi. And I asked them for hash browns, and apparently they didn't know what those were, but I described them, and they said they'd give it a shot.
Oh.
They got this cool hawk here.
Where?
It's with Vi right now, but
Oh, okay.
seems very perceptive.
Oh, does it?
Fully did not
For a
notice.
bird?
Y'all want to try some of this? It's really good.
After a
It
few
is
seconds,
really good.
Jesus.
Sure, yeah.
After a
is that
minute or
booze?
two.
I'll
we-
pass it.
Saw this weird tower.
It's gone.
The tower's gone.
No, Brothos emptied that.
Oh, gotcha.
I'll get it.
We saw this weird tower on the way up the stairs that looked like it was put there not by normal means. So we're gonna ask around and see if anyone knew anything about it. It seems boarded off, but it was weird.
Oh.
We definitely didn't climb it.
What do those two
Nope.
folks who are already in here look like? How they doing? You said there were like two guys.
There were two patrons in here before. One of them sort of like this burly half-orc who's been asleep the whole time. The other one was this sort of disheveled human who has fallen asleep since you entered.
Great. Good.
Yeah.
Nice.
We could
It looks
wait
like
So they're
they
just
are,
waiting.
Sweetie.
this is their sort of like, I have nothing to do sort of place to do drinking in.
Recently unemployed. I get it.
If they're asleep, that means they can wake up to answer questions.
I don't know if they're
I
gonna.
don't- Oh, go ahead.
I don't know if they're gonna want to be answering questions. They seem like they're gonna be real hungover.
Right. I can't help with that actually. But we did find out that I know, I'm like, switching character sheets.
Oh,
I was like, oh, I can use healing word, and I was like, healing word doesn't do what lay on hands does. We did find out that some people were lost 12 years ago, but seems
Ooh.
like a
As in they died.
Oh.
Oh. Okay. I was gonna
Wait,
ask if we needed to find them or something, but
No.
I guess that's not the case.
But Vi seems really hip.
Like, bony?
No, like I don't know, just like progressive.
It seems like he knows what's going on in the town.
Oh, okay.
Chadley, I feel like your vocabulary's changed since the last we've talked. I've never heard you say this word before.
I just like, she's cool. They're really cool.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Yeah, hip.
I'm. She did seem cool.
Would you say hip though?
Was it?
Wine? Would that? Did they give off a hip vibe?
Two hips.
Two of them. Well, that is plural, right?
I'm so sorry, Sloan.
About this time,
Give me your book. Let me write something in your book.
Vi emerges from the kitchen.
You actually want my book?
Shut up. Barney was trying to reach for Yona's book to like try and write a message in it, but Vi
Okay,
is
I
coming
do
back.
have like
so
instinctive reflexes when anyone reads.
I understand. No, I think it's good.
A bit jaded.
It's good. It's good. It's fine.
Whoa.
But Vi does emerge from the back room carrying a small platter of not what you would call hash browns in our modern day, but these sort of like spheres of potato that seem to have
Potato
been
rounds.
fried. These just like potato balls that have just been packed together like you instructed and fried, sort
Perfect.
of in a roundabout circular.
Oh, they're tater
That
tots.
sounds amazing.
They're like these tater tots about like the size of a baseball.
Oh.
You know,
Tater big.
Like
Tater
they just put
bigs.
the platter down on the table. Like I tried my best. I hope they
This-
live up to your memory of
I mean-
your hashed browns.
he grabs one and just bites into it. Tastes like a hash brown.
Frying oil.
It tastes like an apple, actually. No, it does taste like a hash brown. But the texture of it is very strange to be eating it like almost like an apple made out of
Yeah.
potato.
I imagine it's pretty dense.
It's pretty dense, but it's reminiscent of hash browns.
This
The
is
sort of
delicious.
Flat discs.
It's different, but it's delicious. Usually they're flat, but honestly, this is its own texture experience, and I'm enjoying it very much.
Them being flat would have been much easier for them to cook, so that makes a lot of sense. All right, I'll try that next time.
These are our other friends.
Hello.
Hello.
It's very nice to meet you.
This is
Can
Vi.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Hello. Can I get you anything?
I drank Barney's drink.
The meat is really good if you want some of that. I know it's early though.
Yes, please.
All right.
Water
Okay,
is
replace
fine.
Spiffy will have one too. Dren, do you want one?
Sure.
Okay.
It's 3 o'clock somewhere, you know.
Yeah.
It's noon somewhere.
Somewhere it's me drinking.
Right here.
It's right here.
Hey, Vi. We
As I go to turn away to get the drink.
before you go, we come up the stairs and there is a really weird tower. What's that about?
Yes, that is the tower belonging to Octesh, an individual who lived here some time ago. He has passed, unfortunately,
Where to?
but
Oh, got
a
it.
bit. Yes, he's passed away. Yes, he was the individual I was speaking to you two about earlier.
Oh,
He was a very important person to this town.
How come?
I'll go get you your drinks and we'll discuss that in a minute.
yeah. We don't mean to grill you too hard. There's
fine.
plenty of time.
Sorry.
Turns to look at the bar. It's like, I wasn't too busy today. Or actually, they wouldn't turn, but the bird would turn around and look at the rest of the bar. And they would make the same statement and then go to get your drinks.
Love that bird.
So a water, 4 meads, one of which that person can't drink.
Oh, I've got his.
Brothos ordered 2 meats for himself.
For sure, for sure.
I'm nursing mine. I think
Gotcha.
Nisha is like good at one, chilling.
Okay. They would again reemerge with the plate of different drinks you guys had ordered, and sort of not necessarily take a seat, but sort of stand in a more relaxed sort of pose next to the table and begin to say, Ogtesh was somewhat of a very important leadership figure for the people of this town. He showed up when we needed him very much, protected us from the mists to the west, so that he erected that wall you all see far to the east, and sort of pushed back those mists that had been ravaging this town for quite some time.
So they're threatening then. I mean, I assumed, but
They had been for a very long time. Until he showed up, the mists would expand over this town and cover them, almost consuming them inside of themselves. And with that came horrible afflictions, memory loss, people forgetting who they were, forgetting years of their life, their loved ones. And in addition, they brought these creatures that would kill, take, destroy things and people's lives. It was a very dangerous time for us. So when he showed up and helped us, we were all very, very happy to have him in our town. He basically became de facto mayor, if you will. We sought his guidance. We thanked him for his service. Oh, sorry, that was my bird. It's over on like the counter, just knocking stuff over.
We cut back and we see it just like toddle along, then look at a mug and reach out a little claw and go, "Ah."
Yeah, it's like walking like a bird walk on the bar,
Yeah.
the bar shelf.
Nice, nice.
She continues. He built that wall and put some enchantment on it to keep these mists at bay. And over time, he would keep the enchantment on it alive and well. But he has passed 12 years now, and, well, sometime after his passing, it seems that that enchantment has begun to fade. People have tried to move here as a way to protect themselves from being victimized by the mists. But it's not enough sometimes.
Jeez.
It's a lot of trouble.
So like the lower
Indeed.
part sort of like consumed by the mist more.
Yes. In recent years, the attacks have become more frequent and more far-reaching. As of last month, they reached the base of these cliffs, and probably will soon climb here in a matter of months, if not years.
Maybe.
I was like, what are you talking? Oh, I see.
It's my stupid-ass bird.
So would that explain why the houses that surround the bar here look to be relatively new? Are any of the houses down by the wall not being lived in currently?
There are some that stayed down there due to lack of means to move themselves away, but a large portion of the town did decide to transition up here as Artesh grew sicker, fearing that something would go wrong if we did not have him to protect us.
There
And
anyone that you can for help with it, or
We've reached out to Vamor to give us some sort of aid with this, some sort of practitioners that can copy what Artesh did. Currently, they've sent us a new overseer who is at least somewhat militarily trained. He has proven himself somewhat useful in defending the town from these attacks, but there's only so much he can do.
what's their name?
The overseer's name is... Oh, hold on. I have it right here on my notes.
I have it right here.
The
on my
bird flies up and hands a notepad. In Braille.
Talis Mergot.
Oh.
Does that name sound familiar?
Make a history check.
Ooh, a natural 20 plus
Natural?
10, 30.
I was just about to say, there's no way you would know about this person unless it's a natty.
Yeah, no, because, okay, so my reason for asking that was I was like, I hope that wasn't like the warden person from the jail, but that was the wrong town in my head. So I asked the question
No.
for the wrong reason, but I'm going to get information for it. So tell me whatever you think.
It's more of a reputation you've heard about. Not necessarily anything about the person, but
Sure.
the name Talis Mergot, probably a long time ago, through some sort of manuscript of merchant warrior guilds, mercenaries, and things like that you've read. Talis Mergot was an Aasimar. He was nicknamed the Fallen Angel of War.
Boy.
Use.
And you had said with Aktesh they had passed away about 12 years back. Was that of natural causes? You said they were sick, or?
Yes. They approached the end of their lifespan for a half-orc and began to get sicker and eventually pass. They sealed away most of their tower to keep whatever was inside safe. But other than that, there's not much left of them.
Has anyone gone and taken a look in the tower?
No one has been able to get inside.
Oh.
Is it
Seems
dangerous?
Well, he was very adamant that no one go inside, and he made sure of it. Numerous arcane wards and protections.
Good thing we didn't try. I say to Josh as a human being, not in a game.
What was that, Yoma?
Spiffy, be quiet. What are you doing?
He's extra creaky today.
Well, we wouldn't want to keep you from serving your other patrons. That guy over there looks like he's been here for a while.
Alright. They just sort of...
Well, I'd love to talk with you later. We can talk later.
Sure, if you wish to, I will be here for most of the day before I
yeah,
retire.
it seems like a chill place.
Yes. I will see to my other guests and probably try and get those two out of here and just sort of nod towards the direction of the two asleep.
Did we see how much rooms were?
They would happily tell you that a room for a night is 5 silver pieces.
5 silver. I mean, like, should we
Nice.
get rooms?
Sure. Yeah. Let's stack up.
All
You
right.
know?
How many rooms do you
I
have?
do have some cash. Hell yeah.
We have currently
Money.
5 rooms available.
We have 7
like to
people,
use them.
right? We have 7
Yes.
people?
We have
Yeah.
7 people, including a robot,
Yes.
and Brothos' brother.
Yeah.
that's 7.
Okay, then we
Yeah,
can
we just get all of them.
Sure. We'll take all your rooms.
Oh, all right. I won't argue. That's 25 silver pieces a night. Is that okay? A gold
Yeah,
and a
we're-
half?
Good for
Sure.
it. We're good
Yeah.
for it. Yeah.
Okay. Wait.
And
Isn't that
do you want
2.5
payment? And
gold.
2.5 gold?
that's a good show. I think Charlie Sheen was in it, right?
Gold,
Tiger
gold,
blood.
gold, good gold,
Gold,
good
gold,
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 My God.
Go, 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 go,
gold,
go.
gold, gold, gold.
Oh, man.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. So so give 5 gold just to be like for 2 days for now.
Sure.
2 days?
5 gold.
Yeah, I'll give
Okay.
5 gold for now just to be like pay in advance. We'll be here today and tomorrow.
You hand over the 5 gold. They hand over their whole key ring because you got all the
Oh,
rooms.
jeez. There's no other. You don't need to lock the.
I have
Fair.
my own personal key.
Gotcha.
for the
Fair,
front
fair,
door,
fair, 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 fair.
We own this place.
but- I mean, the front
Give
door
us
can't
your
close
tavern.
unless you need to leave. But
Thank you.
You're locked in here with me.
Not again! We can't bring this up every episode!
Every episode.
Perch is ready.
I've got you for
Jesus
3 minutes.
Christ.
3 minutes of playtime. They do venture across the room and start to talk to Chivalry. Conversation kind of hushed. And you guys are left alone for once.
Just nurse that meat and eat my hash spheres.
Hash orbs?
Hash orbs.
Before the show tonight, if y'all have got it locked
Make
down, I
reports.
would like to see if there's a place where I could procure a garment or two.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We should also ask if
Yeah.
we need to run into town to.
And then
Absolutely.
tonight we can break into the tower.
Tonight, we
Break into
burglar.
what?
There's that
Isn't that-
tower. Wait, okay, but hear me out. Hear me out.
The dead mage's tower.
Dead mage that could control the mists and had the way to control the mist in his tower. It seems, or protecting something. There
Ooh,
could
Brothos
be
has a good point.
clues
If
to
he does
get
have any
into the mist.
tomes or research that would have information about it,
Yeah.
that's pretty important.
Mage Tower! Sorry.
Man, buddy, we
Immediately.
gotta oil that armor, bud.
Oops.
The bird's head immediately shoots over in the direction of your table. As they're mid-conversation with Chivalry.
I do want to help, so if that helps.
Do we know where stores would be?
Oh,
Here?
yeah, we can just.
Yeah, you
Just
passed a
go.
number of them on the way through the town originally.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks
Of
like
the like upper top town
the upper section on the other side of the
before we
bridge
cross the
didn't-
bridge.
didn't seem to have any storefronts. It looked like there was a town hall and a few
Gotcha.
maybe more important buildings, but no stores. Most of the store sections you would have seen were I'm looking at the stream. Down around this section that you originally passed through, it looked like there's
Oh,
maybe a little
gotcha.
bit of a marketplace here, and possibly some here. You
Okay.
didn't necessarily explore this direction,
Sure,
but
sure.
from what you were just told, some of this is hit or miss whether there's even people there. So
Right.
Yeah, I guess they never miss.
No, man.
Like,
So we should go to one of those places.
right. It seems like
Make
this
another
place
bone
is...
joke?
Pretend like you didn't fucking
No,
make
I
that
didn't.
joke.
I made a bad
Sorry.
TikTok joke. Oh, well.
sorry, Sarah.
Like
We're
early
okay.
TikTok.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It seems like this place is kind of good with magic, right? I mean, they had a mage.
Not only that, she has been actively doing magic with this
Yeah,
bird. So
yeah. It feels like magic is.
it doesn't
pretty
seem like she
okay.
has any.
I'm good to go on my own unless someone wants to come with me, but I feel like some of us should stay behind.
Yeah, Spiffy, you look tired. Do you want to maybe lay down in the room while we go about town?
He doesn't respond to you.
Spiffy,
You don't have the amulet.
could you go to your bedroom? Like Brothos hands him a key and and lay down, okay?
He's gonna try that key in every single lock and break all of them.
You give him the key, and he begins to venture towards the stairs.
Oh,
See, look how
stairs,
clever
stairs,
he
stairs. Brothos.
Oh, Spiffy, stop! What's wrong?
They may not be strong stairs.
Spiffy's with me. Spiffy, come
I
here!
Can I investigate the stairs?
I can stay and watch. Not a problem. I can stay here. I got my mead. I got my hash orbs. I'm fine.
Okay.
I'll stay with Barney, too.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, I'll go with you, Nisha, if you
Shopping.
care for the company.
You
Spiffy heading
wanna...
upstairs? Or is he
No.
Wanna
staying?
niche
with
your
you?
time.
You stay here, Spiffy.
Can
Okay.
Spiffy go upstairs? That was my only concern. I just break the
We
stairs.
can find out.
That's just not. Find out.
Just levitate him up later tonight.
Okay.
We're very drunk.
Going off to town to get some warm clothes.
Yeah, I think when we step outside, Nisha will be like, "Do you think we're gonna get up to anything today?"
When you say get up to anything, do you mean like potentially get into like shenanigans? Or
Yes.
probably.
I don't want to walk.
This is the best.
What does that mean? Can you clarify?
Bard who's been around nobles using his magic for very useless purposes for a long time.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
You know what? It's fine. I'm sure that it'll be fine.
What are you trying to
And
do?
conjures a dimension door and just like opens the door and is like, "All right, you want to come?"
Oh, yeah, this looks so different from. Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a.
Just
It's
make it a door?
actually the dimension door is a little wild because it looks almost fey at first twisting up, and then these vines that twist up light on fire and burn away, leaving like a flaming sigil of a door that Nisha just like casually grips a flaming doorknob in a hand and opens it up.
It's pretty rad.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Mine just looks like a book.
Well, I'm not. I mean, I read books to get my.
I love
But
Wow.
not
No,
to look-
this is cool. I'm just rethinking just how aesthetics are interesting. I guess that's just to each person how they
Well, it's,
do their
you know,
own.
when you go to college, they teach you that you can kind of flavor the magic to your own liking, you know?
I think I missed those classes. You learn something new
Alright.
every day.
Just,
What store are we going to? Yona sticking to one aesthetic the whole time.
Amazing. Opens the door and takes us. It's only 500 feet, so I think it could just take us to the base of the cliff, kind of
Yeah, you
thing.
can get down to that section of town.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah! There we go. And we're there.
Almost as soon as you emerge, there is like this slow rolling mist that's just coming off the waterfall that's just sort of blanketing the area you're standing in. It's a little chilly because it is water.
All right,
I'm
let's
just gonna
get out
press
of it.
digitation
in the building.
go against the mist to just fight that while we're trying to get to a storefront.
Yeah, searching around, it's not too hard to find. There is eventually mostly like a general goods store that seems to have some more like heavy winter equipment and like camping supplies.
Mixed sporting goods. Okay.
It actually doesn't have a name. You see a lot of these storefronts don't have names because they don't. Everyone remembers what they are and where they are.
Amazing.
So there's not like a storefront or like Dave's Boots.
Knock on somebody's door. Oh, this is your house. Sorry, just new to the town. Don't know.
It's very much like Pokemon.
Yeah.
You walk to someone's house like, oh, I thought this was a store. My
Turn
bad.
the
Hey,
TV
well,
on
while
and
you're
off
here,
and then
let me tell you about the news.
Talk to the kids.
Yeah.
Weirdest
I
game.
like data.
Fuck you, and then walk.
Get out of my house.
But yeah, you're able to find not necessarily the most fancily made or elegant winter wear, but you know there are these very, very warm like goat wool furred, just like jackets and cloaks and some very heavy duty like pants. What are you looking for? What kind of flavoring are you trying to go for? Because there's not a lot of flavor.
Right, because Nisha is,
It's a wool crop
despite seeming very down to earth as a person and is down to earth, is also a fancy lad. And so
Little
is
Dapper
like
Dan.
kind of starts looking and then realizes that even if there were very fancy things here, he, with 50 gold, since he gave the party like all of his gold for bribe to travel, cannot afford it, and starts looking at the more warm but value brand vibes and is just like,
Sam's Club warmth.
Can I try
local
to
coverage, I
perceive
have a
to see the
nice-
physical like detesting of wanting to go to the cheaper types of clothes? Is it visibly noticeable when you do that?
I mean, he physically like starts at
feel
the
like that's where
rich
you
stuff,
start
like
from.
looks at the like price and like pales, and then slowly starts moving over.
How much we talk and how expensive are these expensive things? I'll follow behind just to look at how the prices are going down.
The most expensive thing in here for like warm winter clothes would probably be around 20 gold pieces for like a full set of very well crafted like goats fur lined. Make a nature check.
Me?
Yeah, or either one of you if you want.
The only nature I have is paper. It's like a 11.
The only nature you have is paper.
Yeah, it's a tree technically.
Okay, what'd you get, Sarah?
12.
12 isn't horrible.
All right.
There are certain like tags and signings on some of these. The most expensive one you can see is something referred to as Dybbuk lined fur. Dybbuk, you know, with a 12 is some sort of high mountainous, like cold weather goat. They seem to be very large and very like warm furred to protect themselves from the elements. Dybbuk is high quality stuff.
Oh.
But it's 20
What
gold.
about this Dybbuk one? That seems like it's warm.
Well, it's that's nice, but maybe I've got got my eyes on this one over here, and like points to like the
got holes in
noticeably
it.
cheaper one.
Okay. Did you want to not have sleeves? Was that the goal with that one? Because this is like, this looks like it would keep you warm. That doesn't.
There's sleeves. It's just
They come separate, and you pick them up in a different.
It's an extra 5 gold for them.
Modular clothing. We're at the IKEA of winter wear.
What are those
Don't-
pants that you like zip and it's like they become shorts after you?
Yeah,
Oh,
they're like
cut off.
the boy shorts. Yeah.
Yeah, Zip Boy. My dad has those. He
Yeah.
loves them. He's
They seem
great.
handy.
I
He
want
bought
those.
them to England. It was fucking adorable.
Completely unironically, I want them
Yeah.
so badly.
You get so much use out of them.
Yeah, I mean this is like 20 gold. That's like, how much gold do you have?
50. Which I might
okay.
make some more tonight.
Yeah, let's hold on to the 50. I gotcha. We need to have more like warm clothes on the. How many sets of this are there? Because if we pick up more stragglers in the future, probably store extra cold clothes on our ship for the future.
Of the like nice quality ones, there are probably about 3 sets.
Okay. I'll buy them all just to have like 2 extra and then give one to
Big
Nisha.
spender.
Yeah, is that 150?
For 3 sets of 20, no, that'd be
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I thought they were
60.
50, but I'm remembering how much you had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So 60. Cool.
That's
that.
really nice. I can pay you back tonight.
Oh, you're good. I mean, sure, if you feel like you need to, but maybe try them on when we get outside. Just because,
I'd rather try them on in here if that's all right.
Can't really see what it looks like.
the illusion.
Oh,
And if I undo that now,
right.
gonna-
I thought that you were saying that I had to get undressed out in the cold, and I
no,
was
it
not
just means
right.
it's gonna look like you just didn't do anything, and it's gonna just disappear. That happens. So
I get it.
yeah.
Right. I appreciate it.
I just realized now you could easily steal from a store by just going and being like, "Oh, I'll put this shirt on," and then you're not wearing anything and you just leave.
Yes, magic allows you to shoplift easier.
Crazy.
Wild how that happens.
That's insane.
That's awesome.
It's so fucking tight. Yeah, so I guess we get the clothing. Nisha's very touched and very embarrassed all at the same time. It can be so many things.
Got a lot of emoting going on. Was there anything else we needed before your show? Do you need to pick up any props or things? I don't know what you're showing.
Well, most of my props are more of a conjuring type.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
that's
no,
easy.
I'm good.
Cool. Awesome. Do you want to just go back the way we came and not take the lift, or?
Oh, are you gonna show me yours?
Sure. Yeah, that works. That's it's again not as cool as yours because it's
I'm sure
more
it's
of
not
like
nice.
a in the moment kind of thing with how my magic works. I don't really think about it. It's more like what I'm just gonna show you,
Are
and
you-
then
Are you how do you know magic?
oh, I went to the Septaran Institute over. I'll point in whatever direction I think it is.
It's northeast of you.
Over that way. This is
Right.
northeast.
It just, I'm not trying to be.
I'm also trying to keep cognizant of time. So actually, Nisha,
Oh gosh, no! I just realized the time.
Nisha Rolodexes that away in his head and is going to ask Yona about it
We
later.
can talk about it later. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. And then I'll just say, here it goes, and I'll pretend like we're gonna step forward, and I'll just pull him back, and I'm gonna fall backwards into the floor, and then we're just gonna fall right back up to being up there where we were before. I was like, see, it's different. It's more of a but
It's almost like this
effective.
stomach lifting effect of you just like falling forward and then gravity just sort of shifting around in a 360,
Ow.
and then you're back on your feet somewhere else.
Wow, that's you're right about
different.
it being in the moment. I feel
Mhm.
very in the moment and
Yeah,
a little
well-
nauseous.
Usually it's like
Ah.
we're fighting stuff, and you're trying to avoid things, so you just kind of like gotta
Right.
move effectively or something. I could make how it works in other ways. So maybe trying to work more of that into it could be helpful, but we'll see.
I'm gonna go change and then come back down.
Go. Yep, absolutely. Nice talking. Yeah, cool.
All right. So
See ya, Yona.
you all go back and get ready for the performance and whatever other kind of shenanigans and crimes this night might bring. But unfortunately, guys, that's where we're going to have to end today's session. Hell yeah. Ooh, I'm looking forward to this. You guys are up to some shit. You guys are up to some shit? Always.
Get up to some shit.
Well, thank you all for being here. Gonna duck out a little quick soon, but we got a few announcements to run through. And the giveaway is currently still open, so if you haven't gotten in there, run into that Skull Splitter giveaway.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
Exclamation point.
And of course, this one of show blah 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 blah. We're done. Let's go. This wonderful show is brought to you by our partners over at Soundtail. Soundtail brings all that amazing ambiance to our games. We love them very much. They've been with us for a long time. And you can get a copy of that app for yourselves to use in your home games. Click on the link in chat. You can get it on all of your devices and use it. It's very good. Of course, we'll be remiss not to mention our affiliates, first of whom is Found Familiar Coffee. If you use code WELCOME when you're checking out from Found Familiar Coffee, you get 10% off your order, and then you too can taste Initiative. Crafty Gamer's another cool affiliate of ours. They make cool peripherals just like Matt Denkles has in his hands right there. Look at those. They look amazing. Candles
Imagine
and
fire.
cozies. Oh my god, flames. And then Arcane Anthems creates our intro songs for this show. He has a Patreon with a bunch of free music, and click on the link in chat to take a look at that. Sean, over to you.
I would have fantastic moderators here on the channel for keeping our chat a nice friendly place and keeping up with the spew of announcements before and after the show. Tonight we have a very special Community DM button and Hawkeye hanging out with us. Thank you guys very much for keeping our chat nice and
Like that
tame.
bird in the game.
Like the bird and my cat.
The bird.
But we can't do the show without you guys. Thank you very much for being here.
Hey, you.
And that's it. We are out of here.
Goodbye.
Bye. Shitheads.